Hello all. Today we start human physiology topic digestion and absorption. As we all know, food is the basic requirement of all the living beings. This food is necessary to provide the energy and also the raw material to carry out various processes in the body. Different living beings, they use different type of food material, and the process of utilizing that food material is also different in different organisms. That process of using the food energy and the food material and its process, that is called as nutrition. Nutrition is the process of using the food material. Whatever an individual is getting food, how it utilizes that food material is called as the nutrition. Now this nutrition is of three different types. Number one, autotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition. And third one is symbiosis. That means we have three types: autotrophic nutrition, heterotrophic nutrition, and the third one is symbiosis. These are the three basic types of the nutrition. So first we start with autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition is auto, as you know, auto means self. This is the mode of nutrition in which an individual can synthesize its own food material. The food material, that is actually what we use, is the organic material. So synthesis of the organic material by living individual, that process is called as autotrophic nutrition. For the synthesis of the food, the individual may use the sun energy, or an individual can use the chemical energy. On the basis of that, we can differentiate these autotrophic nutrition into two types. Autotrophic, जिन भी individuals में हमें ये autotrophic nutrition मिलेगा, those individuals, they can use the sun energy as well as the chemical energy. So because these individuals, they can synthesize their own food, we call them also as autotrophs. Can synthesize their own food. Two types हैं इसके हमारे पास. First is photoautotrophic nutrition. And second is chemoautotrophic nutrition. So first we take the photoautotrophic nutrition. Photoautotrophic nutrition, we have the word photo. Photo means to say the light energy. Photoautotrophic nutrition is that in which sun energy is used for synthesis of the food material. This process is mainly present in the plants. ये लास्ट ईयर भी आप लोगों ने किया होगा, 10th क्लास में भी आप लोगों ने पढ़ा होगा कि जो प्लांट्स हैं, plants can synthesize their food by using the carbon dioxide, water, sun energy and the chlorophyll. So that basic process of synthesis, that is called as your photosynthesis process, that is the basic method in these photoautotrophic nutrition. Those individuals which can use the sun energy using sun energy, carbon dioxide and water. These individuals, they can synthesize their food. So that type of nutrition is called as photoautotrophic nutrition. and these individuals, they are called as photoautotrophs. For example, plants. So normally जो हम टर्म यूज करते हैं, photoautotropic टर्म जो यूज किया जाता है, और बेसिकली द ऑटोट्रॉफिक टर्म जो हम यूज करते हैं, दैट इज मेनली फॉर द प्लांट्स. सो photoautotropic nutrition that takes place in all green plants. जिस प्लांट में भी हमें क्लोरोफिल अवेलेबल होगा, दैट प्लांट कैन सिंथेसाइज इट्स फूड बाय इटसेल्फ. Now the second type is the chemoautotropic nutrition. Chemo, this word is for the chemical energy. So chemoautotropic nutrition is that in which individual use the chemical energy released as a result of various metabolic processes for the synthesis of the organic material for its food. That method is called as chemoautotropic nutrition. Means use of the chemical energy. बॉडी में बहुत से प्रोसेस हमारे ऐसे कैरी आउट होते हैं. मेनली ये जो प्रोसेस है कीमोऑटोट्रॉफी का, दिस इज रिलेटेड विद द माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स. जो हमारे बैक्टीरिया हैं, सम ऑफ द बैक्टीरिया दे कैन सिंथेसाइज their food by using the chemical energy. So if individual is using chemical energy for the synthesis of the food material, then that method is called as chemoautotropic nutrition. Using chemical energy. So by using the chemical energy, individual can synthesize food called as chemoautotropic nutrition, and these individuals, they are called as chemoautotrophs. For example, bacteria. लास्ट टाइम आप लोगों ने नाइट्रोजन साइकिल पढ़ी थी, उसमें बहुत सारे नाइट्रोजन फिक्सिंग बैक्टीरिया हैं, नाइट्रीफाइंग बैक्टीरिया हैं हमारे, लाइक नाइट्रोसोमोनास, नाइट्रोबैक्टर. वो जितने भी बैक्टीरिया हैं, ऑल दे आर द chemoautotropic बैक्टीरिया. दे कैन यूज द केमिकल एनर्जी फॉर द सिंथेसिस ऑफ देयर फूड मटेरियल. So these are the two main types of autotrophic nutrition. One is the photoautotropic and second is your chemoautotropic. One is using light energy and the second one is using the chemical energy. This is the first type of the nutrition. Now the second type is heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition is that in which individual cannot synthesize its own food material. It depends on autotrophs for their food requirements. बहुत सारे इंडिविजुअल्स हमारे पास ऐसे हैं जिनमें क्लोरोफिल नहीं प्रेजेंट है. जितना भी हमारा एनिमल वर्ल्ड है, दैट एनिमल वर्ल्ड इज हैविंग नो ग्रीन पार्ट, नो क्लोरोप्लास्ट, नो क्लोरोफिल. All these individuals, they depend on the autotrophic individuals for their food requirements, and that type of nutrition is called as heterotrophic nutrition. Means these individuals cannot synthesize their food. And they depend on autotrophs. They are called as the heterotrophic nutrition. This is called as the heterotrophic nutrition, and such individuals, they are called as heterotrophs. Now these heterotrophs, they are further of different types. Number one, that's the heterotrophic type of nutrition, that is your saprotrophic nutrition. Saprotrophic nutrition. In this type of nutrition, the individual depends on dead and decaying organic matter. बाहर हमें बहुत सारे प्लांट्स हैं या फिर आपके एनिमल्स हैं, किसी भी टाइप का वेस्ट अगर हमारे पास अवेलेबल है एंड इट इज़ डिकम्पोजिंग इन द आउटर एनवायरनमेंट, that decomposed food material or that decomposed living material, that is the nourishment for the individuals. These individuals, they depend on dead and decaying organic matter. These individuals, they release the enzymes in the outside, and after digestion, that food material is absorbed inside the body. That nutrition is called as saprotrophic nutrition. For example, bacteria and fungi. जितना भी डिकम्पोजिशन होता है वो डिकम्पोजिशन मेनली हमारे बैक्टीरिया और फंजाई की हेल्प से होता है आउटसाइड वर्ल्ड के अंदर, जो भी डेड मटेरियल हमारे पास अवेलेबल होगा, एंड दैट इज जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ दिस टाइप ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन, सैप्रोट्रॉपिक न्यूट्रिशन. सम ऑफ द एनिमल्स ऑल्सो लाइक योर स्पाइडर, दे ऑल्सो शो दिस टाइप ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन. स्पाइडर एंड हाउस फ्लाई बॉडी से बाहर एंजाइम्स रिलीज करते हैं, एंड आफ्टर द digestion of that dead material, they absorb the nourishment. So if animals are having this type of nutrition, then we use the term saprozoic. Saprozoic nutrition. If animals like spiders, they have the nutrition by this method, then we use the term saprozoic. Zoic is the word used for the animals zoo, तो उसी के बेसिस पर ये हमारा टर्म है saprozoic. So these individuals, they depend on the dead and decaying organic matter. This is one type of heterotrophs. These individuals cannot synthesize their food, they obtain their food from somewhere else. Now the second type is holotrophic nutrition. Holotrophic. This type of nutrition is present in most of invertebrates and all higher vertebrates. These individuals, they take solid food material through the mouth, and with the help of digestive enzymes, digestion of the food takes place, and that digested food material is absorbed and assimilated inside the body. So if individual is taking solid food through the mouth, then the nutrition is called as holotrophic type of nutrition. Solid food intake. And then digestion. तो जितने भी हायर ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं वो सारे के सारे इसी टाइप का मेथड हमारा शो करते हैं, एंड बिकॉज ऑल द एनिमल्स दे डिपेंड ऑन दिस टाइप ऑफ द न्यूट्रिशन, दिस इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज होलोजोइक टाइप ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन. होलोजोइक न्यूट्रिशन, ये टर्म भी हम यूज कर सकते हैं, और होलोट्रॉपिक न्यूट्रिशन, दोनों में से हम कोई भी टर्म यूज कर सकते हैं. नाउ डिपेंडिंग ऑन द टाइप ऑफ द फूड द एनिमल्स आर यूजिंग, दे मे बी हर्बीवोर, दे मे बी कार्निवोर और दे मे बी ऑमनिवोर. तीनों टाइप के इंडिविजुअल्स आप डिफ्रेंशिएट कर सकते हैं डिपेंडिंग ऑन देयर इनटेक, कि कैसा फूड दीज इंडिविजुअल्स दे आर टेकिंग. हर्बीवोर्स, holozoic animal may be a herbivore using the plants, or you can say the vegetarian individual. Carnivores using the other animals or non-vegetarian, and omnivores, both type. They can use veg as well as non-veg. Both type of digestion may be there. तो डिपेंडिंग ऑन कि कैसा फूड एनिमल हमारा इनटेक कर रहा है, उसकी बेसिस पर हम हर्बीवोर्स, कार्निवोर्स और ऑमनिवोर तीनों टाइप्स में उन इंडिविजुअल्स को हम डिफरेंशिएट कर सकते हैं. दिस इज योर सेकेंड टाइप, होलोजोइक न्यूट्रिशन. नाउ द थर्ड टाइप इज मिक्सोट्रॉपिक न्यूट्रिशन. Mixotrophic mixotrophic nutrition. This nutrition is specifically present in euglenoids. यूग्लिना में ये न्यूट्रिशन हमें अवेलेबल है. As the name indicates, mixotrophic. Mixo means mixed type. This individual can have both autotrophic as well as heterotrophic, both type of nutrition. When light is available, then this individual becomes phototrophic, and if light is not available, then in that condition it acts like a heterotroph. It is a saprophytic individual. It acts as a saprophyte. तो दोनों ही conditions हमें इस individual में available है. Both type of nutrition is there. So this is a mixotrophic type of nutrition. So this nutrition is present in euglenoids. Fourth type of nutrition is parasitic nutrition. Parasitic nutrition is that in which individual depends on another living being for the fulfillment of its requirement, and that other individual is called as a host. So this is a host parasite relationship. Host is the individual. It is always a living individual, never a dead. And the individual that receives the food is called as a parasite. So parasitic nutrition is that in which an individual obtains food which is in a already digested form from another individual. That one is called as a parasitic nutrition. For example, tapeworm. This individual is present in the intestine of the human being, and inside the intestine where the digestion of the food material takes place, that digested food is taken by this tapeworm. These are the 4 different types of the heterotrophic nutrition. तो जैसे आपने इसमें देखा कि जितने भी individuals हैं, no one of the individual is capable of synthesizing its own food material. We call them as the heterotrophic individual or heterotrophs. And the third type of nutrition is symbiotic nutrition or symbiosis or mutualism. Any of the term that we can use. Symbiotic nutrition, symbiosis, or even you can use the term mutualism. Symbiosis is that type of nutrition in which 2 individuals live together for the benefit of each other. 2 individuals for benefit of each other. This type of nutrition in which both the individuals they are benefited, that nutrition is called as the symbiotic relationship or symbiosis, you can say. For example, rhizobium bacteria and leguminous plants. In this relationship, rhizobium bacteria helps in nitrogen fixation, and in return, these plants they provide shelter. So both the individuals they are benefited. Nitrogen is transferred to the plants for various processes, and the leguminous plants are providing the shelter. So both the individuals are benefited. This is an example of this symbiotic relationship. Similarly, lichen में we have 2 individuals living together. One is algae and second is fungi. Algae partner help in the synthesis of the food. It is autotrophic individual, food synthesis. And this fungal partner provides protection to this alveolar partner, and second thing, it also help in the absorption of the nutrients. Absorption and protection. So both the individuals they are benefited in this case also. So अगर कोई इस टाइप का हमारे पास प्रोसेस अवेलेबल है जहाँ दोनों इंडिविजुअल्स को बेनिफिट हो रहा है, then the process is the symbiosis, mutualism or the symbiotic nutrition. So these are the different type of nutrition that we have in living beings. तो रिक्वायरमेंट के लिए, फूड रिक्वायरमेंट किसी भी इंडिविजुअल की है, उस रिक्वायरमेंट को फुलफिल करने के लिए जो फूड इंडिविजुअल इनटेक करेगा उसी के अकॉर्डिंगली वो उस फूड को डाइजेस्ट करेगा.